Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly build wealth, while most spend their lives living paycheck to paycheck, never quite breaking free from financial stress? Here's the cold truth. Most people will stay broke forever. But it's not because they're lazy, dumb, or unlucky. It's because they've unknowingly bought into a mindset and a system that's designed to keep them broke. In this video, we're going to break down why 99% of people will stay broke. More importantly, how you can avoid becoming one of them. So if you're ready to escape the financial hamster wheel and build a life of freedom, let's get into it. Being broke is more about mindset than money. It starts with how people are taught to think about money from a young age. We're told to go to school, get good grades, get a safe job, work hard, save money, retire at 65. That's the traditional blueprint. But here's the problem. It was designed for a world that no longer exists. In today's fast-moving, technology-driven economy, following that path won't make you rich. It'll keep you just comfortable enough to stay quiet and just busy enough to not question the system. Most people are taught to be employees, not owners. They retrain to trade time for money instead of learning how to make money work for them. And that's the first reason 99% of people stay broke. They never shift from a consumer mindset to a creator mindset. They spend instead of invest. They follow instead of lead. They settle instead of build. Let's talk about lifestyle inflation. It's one of the biggest traps keeping people broke. As soon as they get a raise, they upgrade their car. They move into a bigger apartment. They finance the latest phone, TV, or fashion trend, all to look successful, while secretly drowning in debt. They confuse looking rich with being rich. Here's the truth. Wealth, I isn't T about what you show, S about what you keep. If your expenses rise with your income, you'll never escape the cycle. The wealthy do the opposite. They delay gratification. They live below their means so they can invest the difference. And that's the real flex freedom, not flashy things. Our school systems teach algebra, poetry, and history, but not personal finance. Most people don't know how to budget effectively, use credit wisely, understand taxes, invest in assets, protect their money. As a result, they make avoidable mistakes, drowning in high-interest debt, living without emergency savings, putting their money in a savings account, earning less than inflation, not understanding compound interest. The wealthy, they learn how money works. They understand leverage, understand risk versus reward. They understand how to make their money multiply even while they sleep. If you want to stop being broke, financial education isn't optional, it's essential. Start reading books, watching educational videos, listening to experts. No one's going to teach you if you don't teach yourself. Here's an uncomfortable truth. Playing it safe is often the riskiest thing you can do. Most people never invest in themselves or their future because they're afraid. Afraid of losing money, afraid of failing, afraid of what people will think. So they stay in their comfort zones, clinging to security while opportunities pass them by. But here's the thing. Wealth is built on calculated risks. Starting a business, investing in real estate, learning a new skill, buying stocks. All of these involve uncertainty. But so does staying broke. The key is not to avoid risk, it's to understand it, manage it, and use it to grow. Warren Buffett didn't become a billionaire by playing it safe. Neither did Steve Jobs, Oprah, or Elon Musk. They took chances, smart ones. And they bet on themselves. You should too. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with? If your friends always complain about money, spend recklessly, or discourage your ambitions, chances are you're not going far. Energy is contagious. So is mindset. If you're around people who normalize being broke, guess what becomes your default? That's why successful people are intentional about who they surround themselves with. They network, they mentor, they learn from people ahead of them. Don't let small minds keep them in small places. Want to change your life? Change your circle. This is one of the biggest differences between the broke and the wealthy. The broke work for money. The wealthy make money work for them. Most people trade hours for dollars, but there's a limit to how many hours you can work. The wealthy focus on assets that generate passive income. Stocks, real estate businesses, intellectual property assets continue to earn even when you're not working. If you don't build assets, you'll always be stuck in the time for money trap. The goal isn't just to earn more, it's to earn smarter. Wandering through life without a financial plan is like sailing without a compass. Most people don't set clear money goals. They don't track their income. They don't monitor expenses. They don't even know what financial freedom looks like for them. As the saying goes, failing to plan is planning to fail. If you want to escape the 99%, you need a roadmap. Define your goals. Break them down into steps. Review them regularly. Without direction, you'll end up anywhere and usually not where you want to be. Success takes time. Most people start something like a side hustle, a budget, or investing and quit when they don't see instant results. They forget that compound growth starts slow, then snowballs. But if you keep pulling the seed out of the soil to see if it's growing, it never will. The rich understand the power of consistency. They play the long game. They endure the boring parts, the setbacks, the sacrifices because they know what's coming. If you want to stop being broke, you must adopt this mindset. Keep going. Stay the course. Your future self will thank you. So now you know the reasons why most people stay broke. Let's talk about how you can break free. Here's your action plan. Shift your mindset. Understand that wealth starts in your mind. Adopt a growth mindset. Believe that change is possible and commit to making it happen. Track every dollar. Know your income. Know your expenses. Know where your money goes. Awareness is the first step toward control. Live below your means. Cut unnecessary expenses. Avoid debt. Save aggressively. The more margin you create, the more you can invest. Invest in your financial education. Read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Millionaire Next Door, The Psychology of Money. Follow creators who break down complex financial topics. Start building assets. Begin small if you have to. Invest in index funds. Start a small side hustle. Buy your first share. Take the first step, it's the hardest, but the most important. Surround yourself with winners. Join communities. Go to meetups. Follow entrepreneurs and thinkers. Get around people who push you higher. Be patient and persistent. Wealth isn't built overnight, but with consistent action, the results will come. The harsh truth is that 99% of people will stay broke not because they have to, but because they never learned how not to. They follow the crowd. They play it safe. They let fear, ignorance, and comfort dictate their lives. But you're not here to be average. You're here to change the game. And that starts today with your mindset, your habits, and your decisions. So ask yourself, are you going to follow the same path that keeps most people broke? Or are you going to do what it takes to join the 1%? The choice is yours. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and stay relentless. Thanks for watching.